Hi, it is Kitty Blue. I am behind the camera today, although I might get in front of the camera for a short while doing some posabilities for the YoSD size, which is the 1/6 scale. Normally this is around 25 centimeters to 28 centimeters, maybe 30 centimeters might still be considered YoSD. So these are the dolls that I have currently at the time. All the way to the left is a Hujoo, and then there's an AbitSue boy, a Resinsoul single jointed girl, Resinsoul boy, single jointed. Then we have a double jointed Resinsoul boy, the Resinsoul Poseability, which is the dragon doll, and with a different head. That's actually a Lou head. And then we have the 5-star doll, Aiden. Like I said, they're pretty much in the same height range, within like 25 centimeters to 28 centimeters tall. So let's get a close-up here so we can do a comparison. The Hujoo, the AbitSue dolls are actually made out of a plastic, not like the resin. The Hujoo is strung with elastic, even though she is plastic. She does have elastic in her that she's strung with. And the AbitSues actually have an internal skeleton, which they have different pieces. They actually will just pop off like that. So it's very easy to get clothes on and things like that. You can just pop the arms and the legs and stuff off and things like that, the feet. But they are this one's a hard plastic. Some of them do come in like a soft vinyl body. But the one I have at the moment has the pixie-like little head with the pixie ears. She doesn't have any eyes yet. And they're pretty posable. I'm not sure if she'll stand on her own. Yeah, she will. Just back up here a little bit so you can see all these guys. So these are very posable just because they're made more like an action figure. You can pretty much like put them probably into any kind of pose, especially if they have magnetic feet. Mine don't have the magnetic feet. But if they have magnetic feet, you can put them down on a magnetic plate and they can just do all kinds of stuff. They're very, very posable. Same way with the guys, they're the same way. They're very posable. Pretty much like an action figure, but the guys have the same joint system as the girls do. And he is made out of black plastic. Their heads are actually a vinyl though. They're like more of a soft vinyl than the plastic. And he will stand as well. This is like I said, the single jointed Resinsoul. This is a bay. I actually dyed her a golden yellow. She does have some hot glue sueding in her joints. She is strung. She could probably use maybe even thicker elastic than what I have in her at this moment. But she has just the single joints versus the double joints, which I do have one of the double joints in the boys. If you actually put a wire into her arm, it actually would make posability even better than what it is, and you would be able to bend her arm into pretty much any position. But they can stand on their own and such, like this. And they're not too bad as far as their, posability. But they do have a tendency to do this because they don't have like the little notches here in the arm to where it can hold it in place. So that is the single jointed girl. Next to her is the single jointed boy. I can scroll in a little bit closer so we can get a closer look at the actual Resinsoul group here. So yeah, you can definitely tell a difference as soon as I get here. Let's just scroll right here so we have the Resinsouls. Like I said, this is the Resinsoul single jointed boy. He has the same jointing system as the Bay does. This is actually a Bibobi March head that's on the Resinsoul boy body. This is the dark gray. He can be pretty, I mean, he can, you know, bend like this and such. I'm not sure whether or not he'll actually sit on his legs. Oh, he's sliding around. I don't want to injure him. But he will stand on his own. There we have him standing on his own. Back up a little bit here. As I said, he's not hot glue suede or anything like that, so if I did, he may be able to sit on his legs like this. I think I was able to get my other one to do it. He's pretty slippery, slidey, but he's got really thin string in him as well. So that is him. Oh, they do actually come with. Oh, he didn't come with hooks, which is a shame. But the double jointed dolls do come with hooks. This is the new double jointed boy doll, Hujoo, XU. And he actually has hoofs on. These are not Resinsoul hoofs. These are Daisy Day hoofs that I put on him. Again, they're strung with elastic. Whoops. And I just made a hook for the hoofs. It's a little tricky trying to get him to stand on these hoofs at this time because I haven't had a chance to suede him and such. But there he is. He is actually standing. I always say that, and then they prove me wrong. He has more range of motion in his arms. So his head isn't suede. That's why it keeps falling back as well. So he does have better range in his arms. Again, you would probably have to hot glue or natural suede the inside of the joints for him to get his arm to stay like this, so it doesn't snap back. But he can at least, you know, hold his arm up to where he has it in his face, which is cool. If that's, you know, kind of like the thing that you're going for. He does have the knee joint. Whoops. He does have the knee joint, which kind of helps a little bit, but I think, you know, the arms, the joining in the arms is definitely beneficial in the double jointed body versus the single jointed body. Let's see if I can get him to do this. Okay, and it does provide him to kneel better with the double joints in the knees as well. So the double jointed bodies are really more poseable. There's more poseability in them. They're definitely stability wise, they seem to stand fine both ways. They do come with hooks. They come with S hooks for the double jointed ones. He's a really great doll. I love him to death. I don't have the girl body, double jointed body, but I am going to be getting one in the future. So maybe when I do that, I might do another video. Oops, this wig's coming off. And Resinsoul actually did this wonderful face up on him as well. It was just extremely gorgeous, but I really love this little guy. I still need to work on him because he's supposed to have stripes on his body. So he's got some work, but you can also see like the difference in the torso, the thickness. You can tell that there we go. You can tell that the slim body here, is a little bit smaller around here and in the chest. Definitely his stomach kind of comes out a little bit more. On that On that note, it seems for some reason when I compare these two guys that it could be just the color, but it seems like the bottom half is like more rounded around here than on the boy, but it could just be, I think these pieces may be shaped differently because he's actually, the dragons are sexless. They don't have the boy parts or anything like that like the rest of them do. Like I said, this is the Poseability dragon. Scroll out. Nope. Out. This is the Poseability dragon. He comes with a tail and wings and his clawed feet and hands. I got mine in a mixture of colors just because that's kind of the character that I developed. He has a Lou head, which is modded. Its nose is modded off. And its chin was more rounded instead of pointed. Again, he's got the same double joining as the Resinsoul boy, which he can hold his arms up like that. They do stand. These are a little bit trickier. He's not suede or anything, but with his tail kind of gives him stability here to kind of lean on the table. Okay, last but not least, whoa, he almost fell over. Last but not least, we have the 5-star doll Aiden. I love this doll. The posability in the 5-star dolls, I think, is just amazing. He can, he can move. He can kind of move to the side because he's got the three-piece joint or three-piece torso. His hands are really have a nice joint in them. I really like the joining system in this. But he's got a great range of motion. He can kneel with no problems whatsoever. As soon as I get him to kneel, his strings are actually kind of tight. Let's forego that kneeling thing. But there he is standing. Like I said, he is really a great poser. The wings do not come with the Aiden doll. These are actually the Bat Boy wings. I requested them on him when I purchased him directly from 5-star doll. But he does have the tail and he has the horns. So he is thicker. Whoa, buddy, don't fall, Mr. Dragon. He is thicker around than the Resinsoul. He is thicker around than the Resinsoul. You can tell the body differences there. Let's just scroll in here, and there we go. But yeah, I really do like the double jointed systems. The double jointed bodies do seem to pose a little bit better than single jointed bodies, but single jointed bodies are good for posing as well. You just have to kind of make more of an effort to work with them and do things to help them pose even better. Like I said, like wiring their arms, even wiring their legs, so that their legs can be more posable and hold different positions and things like that. It could make them to be more stable. But like I said, I've never had a problem with her standing whatsoever. I think she's always been a great poser. And that's about it. But this definitely shows you the difference as far as like body types. You can see how slim the Resinsouls are. They actually will fit the Barbie and Ken clothes. Some clothes will fit the most Ken clothes will fit the AbitSue boy as well, and some will fit the girl, and some will actually fit the Hujoo doll, which I didn't really do too much posability with her, but she's plastic. She seems to like fit, stand pretty well. So that is the video that I've been meaning to do for the YoSD size, and I hope you enjoyed it and it gave you some information on the size and posability for the Resinsoul dolls. So thank you for watching. I will see you the next time. Bye.